Hello everyone, welcome to our live section. This is Prem, Tech Support DGS Division from Rhine General Trading. In this live section, I would like to share and explain about our DGS product. We have a four variety of product in our DGS division. The number one is the UV flatbed printers, and number two is the UV roll-to-roll printer, and number three is the textile printers, and the final one is the calendar and heater. Before I'm going to talk about our today's subject, I would like to give you some brief about for what is UV printer and what are the advantage of UV printer compared with this our previous version of solvent, eco solvent or latex machine. The UV, the ink UV printer, the ink can cure with ultraviolet lamp or ultraviolet LED. So this one we used to talk about calling it's a UV printers. Okay, the main advantage of UV printer, it's using VOC free, it's volatile organic component, and also it's a less toxins and no hazardness, and this is a really kinder environment and eco-friendly. The next advantage of UV printer is variety of media. Variety of media means you can use all kind of substrates. Example, flexible, non-flexible, paper, non-papers, rigid substrate, fabric, everything, all kind of media you can use on that. The next one is the drying time. The optimized drying times is really quick with the 0 seconds. And next, UV ink is less prone to scratches and fading, and also scuff and smudge during handling and the insulation purpose, and also the transportation process. The UV printing process is kinder environment, I repeat, is compared to solvent or eco solvent. It's a less toxin and also is less hazardous. The next one is the high coverage. What is mean by high coverage? Basically the UV printer using a low picoliter of droplet size using a high resolution DPI. So whenever using high resolution and low picoliter of droplet size, it's going to cover, it's more coverage to that compared with this other machine. Basically the solvent or eco solvent, they were using high picoliters and low DPI, so thus the coverage is very less. And the next very important point is the less wastage. UV actually no need to clean this printed, but solvent or eco solvent or latex, any kind of a previous version printed, they must clean before printing, after printing, every 5 square meter or 10 square meters. And also whenever close the machine, they used to close with the cleaning solution tray, and also whenever they want to start the printer, they have to clean the printed with this solvent, with used solvent, and also purging with this ink. If you are comparing this one, the wastage is really high. Example, if one customer is having a 5 meter solvent machines, this 5 meter machines, it has around 16 printed, like a Konica or Ricoh, any kind of printers they were using. This one print is, they are trying to they want to start the job in the first day, so they try to clean the printed using a solvent and also using a ink. So this wastage is calculated is 50 milli. If you one head is wastage is 50 milli, then if you calculate it in a 16 head, it's almost 800 milli. The next ones, when they close the machines or when they open the machine, they always use this cleaning solution tray, and that one, it's nearly 500 milli is there. So if you calculated this wastage just one day, it's around 1.5 liters the ink wastage is there. In this 1.5 liter UV machine, you can able to print nearly 150 square meters. See how much of consumables you guys are wasting on this in the solvent or eco solvent machines, and how much of profit you are going to get in this UV printers. However, the main important advantage of UV printer is speed and stability and quality. Now I'm going to talk about our today's sections. It's UV True flatbed printers. What is flatbed printers? The flatbed printers can print all kind of substrate, and the printer It can print on that flat surface area. It's a customized on basic size. So this one we used to call the flatbed printers. And all kind of substrate. What is all kind of substrate? As I told you before, it PVC, foam board, 4X, flexible, non-flexible, corrugated, acrylic. This all from our signage industries. And also the flatbed machine can use glass industries, aluminum industries, and metal industries. The other industries also you can use in this flatbed printers. And Blue Rhine, we have a two variety of flatbed printers. One is the mid-level flatbed printers. The another one is the industrial level flatbed printers. Why we use the mid-level and the industrial level flatbed printers? Because we want to cover all the customers, and whoever needing a low productions and whoever want to print in a high production, so they can choose this printer accordingly. Okay, our mid-level printers, it's come from JHF. The model number is Vista 2800, using a Ricoh Generation 6 printed. And our industrial printer is come from Fujifilm Middle East. The model number is AMIJET 2512. It's Kyocera printed. The common feature of component for our mid-level printer and industrial printers. The main common feature of this both machines, we are using a LED curing systems. This is actually the water coolant LED curing systems. It has a separate water coolant and also separate powers to control that UV left and right. It depends on the substrate. And the next one we used in the THK rail. And this THK rail is actually it's moving a carriage and X, Y, Z directions. And this one, it's a perfect smoothness bearing, and also it's really long lasting and less noise. And the next component, it's a metal encoder strip. This metal encoder strip is resistant to deformation and grease, and highly stable and highly frictions. And the next component, it's a auto height adjustment. It depends on the substrate. The carriage is automatically adjust the height and it will start the print. And the next one is the auto negative pressure system. This actually our machines, we use a two negative pressure system. One negative pressure for colors CMYK, and the other one is for the white. Why we use a separate negative pressure for white? Because the white we are using ink circulation motor and also ink stringing, because white chemical is the strong chemicals. Whenever filling a white in the main ink tank, the strong pigment will be in the down and the less pigment is be there in the hub. So when the pump is pumping to the sub tanks, so it will always pump to this light pigment. So that's why we always use the string motors. The string motors can string every 5 seconds once, so it's mixed, the pigment is always together. And the next one, using a ink pump. This circulation pump, it can circulate the ink towards the tube to print it and print it to main ink tank. And the next one is the three-phase vacuum pump. This machines we used is a three-phase vacuum pump, and our mid-level machines we are using a three-phase 3 ampere vacuum pump, and industrial machines we are using a three-phase 13 ampere vacuum pump, and also it has a blower, the three-phase vacuum blower. And this is a 4 partitions. The first partition is come with is 1 square meter by 1 square meter, the square size, and the second and third is come with the rectangle size. And the very important common point is mechanical pin registration mark. This mechanical pin registration mark, whenever using a multi-layer printing or need to adjust that media with this 00 origin, this one can used. And we are using an anti-static bar. to collect the static from this PVC or acrylic, any kind of substrate we are adding statics. So this is why we use the anti-static bar and anti-collision sensor. This collision sensor to protect that printed. If the media is having some bubbles or wrinkles, something is there, the unwanted things, it should not touch to the printed. So that's why we use both sides is anti-collision sensors, and separate ink tank wall we use that, and separate ink precision for colors and white. And the very important things we use is the honeycomb cleaning tray. What is honeycomb cleaning tray? This is actually is the UV printers. The UV, whenever is moving a carriage, the cleaning tray is it's a metal or aluminiums or any power coated. This UV relay, the lamp will be reflected to the printed. So this reflections, which head is near to the UV LED systems, and that head is easily get clogged. So that's why we use this honeycomb tray. This honeycomb tray, it will not reflect it to the printed. Always the UV lamp when it go to this honeycomb tray, and it will be there in the zero position, zero reflections. And the main important common thing, it's RIP software. The RIP software we are using Caldera full versions. What is Caldera full versions? The full versions means we have a easy media options. This easy media options, the customer can do color corrections, and they can adjust the ink limit themselves. And also it's also this easy media having a linearization and create ICC profiles. And next one is the nesting and tiling and multi copies. And the main important features in this Caldera software is the cost proof. We have a video in our Synos TV for a special for cost proof. And what is cost proof means? It can calculate it, your job with how many milli you are using according with our profiles, ICC profiles, with our currency calculations. And the next one is for multi-layer printing, and this machine can do a multi-layer printing, and it depends how many layers you want to print, and you can select this one in the controller software and also from Caldera. The Caldera can choose automatically wherever you want. It can select the white in that surface area, and also it's giving overcoated and a based layer and middle layer, all kind of options we can able to choose. And this machine is drive with this Panasonic drive system, because this one is having a 3-axis, X direction, Y direction and Z directions, and this all directions we are using a Panasonic drive and a Panasonic servo motors. These are the main common point and common features for this both models. Now I'm going to talk about our mid-level printer JHF flatbed. The model number is Vista V2800, and we are using a Ricoh Generation 6 printed. This is the upper version of Ricoh Generation 5, and this printed is 1280 nozzle with 5 picoliter droplet size. It's actually is the variable drop. So once it's the variable drops, then it giving accuracy of our grayscale level, and also you can get perfect skin tones. And this printed is automatically detected. If it is a low ink density, then it will give you this low picoliters, and high ink density, then it will go for a high picoliters. So you can get perfect quality of the output result. And this firing frequency, it will come for 50 kilohertz. Let me show the videos and samples for our V2800 machines. This is our V2800 machine, and this is a basic size. It's come from 2.5 meter by 1.3 meter, and maximum thickness it's a 70 mm. Okay, and I repeat, this one having a mechanical pinch and THK rail, high gauge chain, honeycomb tray, and auto negative pressures and collision sensor, LED curing systems, and separate solenoid valve and 3-phase vacuum pumps. These are all common features. And the main thing is we use the Rico Generation 6 printed. This is come with this 5 picoliter droplet size. And look at the qualities. You can print all kind of pixel. You can able to print here, because if the people if knows in the industries what is 5 picoliters, they knows, because it's a really small droplet size. And this machine in production mode, and we can get 25 square meter per hour, and in quality mode we can get 20 square meter per hour, and a high quality mode we can get 15 square meter per hour. Basically this machines is come with a CMYK and white, and this speed it's come for a 3 head. So one head is having 2 colors because it's a dual channel printed. So first head is come with black and cyan, and second is magenta and yellow, and third head is a white and white. And if the customer need a more productions, I mean they need a more speed, then they can add 3 more head extra in that futures. This one it has a slat. And the very important thing is ink coverage. This ink coverage, it comes with 81 liter. We can able to cover 80 to 100 square meter per liter. And also this outdoor durability life, it's 2 years, and indoor durability life it's come to 3 to 4 years. And the next one I'm going to talk about our industrial flatbed printers. This industrial flatbed printers, it's from AmiJet, Fujifilm Middle East. The model number is AmiJet 2512, and we are using a Kyocera KJ4A printed. This Kyocera KJ4A, it's come with this 2656 nozzles and 4 picoliter droplet size. This one also it's a variable droplet 4 picoliter to 10 picoliter, and the grayscale level really amazing on this, especially in this machine. And one pass you can see we can able to print in 11 centimeters. You see this much of size we can able to print in a one pass. Actually this is the actually big size of printed in our signage industries. Let me show the videos of our industrial flatbed printer. This is our industrial flatbed printers. It's a AmiJet 2512. Our basic size is come from 2.5 meter by 1.2 meters, and the maximum thickness we can able to print 100 mm. And I repeat, this one have a honeycomb tray and water coolant LED, THK rail and eye gas chains, and a separate solenoid valve to control that ink purging, and auto negative pressure systems, and a white separate negative pressure, and white stringing motors, and Caldera ripping softwares. Everything is there. And why we used to call this machine is the industrial printer. This bed, this is a 2.5 meter by 1.2 meters, and 1 square meter of bed, this non-concrete weight 120 kilo can able to support. If you calculated 1 square meter is 120 kilo, it means 2.5 by 1.2, so 3 square meters. It's almost 360 kilogram of rigid substrate we can able to load and print. And also it's really easy to operating for loading and offloading, because we use a 3-phase heavy vacuum blower, so operator can move the substrate very easily to keep these origin portions. Let me show those samples. And these machines we used in leather industries, and you can see this is actually the synthetic leather. This one we all printed on 3 years ago, and you see the qualities, the color fadings and everything. It's really strong, and it's good, and we can match, and nothing will happen. The ink, it will not broke. And especially this ink is really good for creasing and kiss cutting and everything. This is our PVC samples, and you can see these qualities. This one is our acrylic printing, and actually this one we printed in 3 layers. The first layer is color, and second layer white, and third layer color. Basically this machines is come from 3 head. It's a 4 color plus white. So this is also have dual channel printed. So first head is come with black and cyan, and second head magenta and yellow, and third head is white and white. And light cyan, light magenta varnish is the optional. It depends on the customers. And also bed size is the customized bed size. Basic machines, it's a 2.5 meter by 1.2 meter, and also we have a 3.2 meter by 1.6 meter and 3 meter by 2 meter also there. And this machines production mode we can get 45 square meter per hour, and quality mode we can get 35 square meter per hour, and high quality mode for a backlight surface, and we can get 25 square meter per hour. And the next important thing is the ink coverage. The ink coverage for this Imager 2512 models, 1 liter, it can cover 120 to 150 square meters. Is really high. No one will beat in this market. And for this machines, because this is the Kyocera printed using 600 native DPI resolutions, and 4 picoliter nozzles. So this is the reason is going to cover more coverage. Thank you so much. Hope you like this video. I'm sorry I could not be able to cover totally. Here is my email ID and mobile number. You can contact me anytime, and I can share my videos and samples over there. And also please contact our local sales teams to arrange and see our printers demo and also get the price. And thanks for your listening. Have a great day to you all. See you tomorrow.